side of me is grateful that I still, get nervous and worry about things and, have a degree of fear of death, though it's probably gotten a lot better because I'm able to use those experiences, figure out things to help. Because whenever I've gone through something difficult, like I'm always like, on YouTube, reading books, like how to work through it and trying to figure it out basically as quickly as soon as I can. And so being able to go through those experiences personally and then come out the other side, and then now having platforms to share that. And that's basically it. And a lot of what I've done recently, the past couple months, past month or two, especially with, this realization of, non-duality and whatnot, like really, really allowing it to click, sharing that. But even before that, I had a week that I was like sort of in a sort of hell in my mind, intrusive thoughts. And as much as I knew that it wasn't me, I was aware of them, I was still very much identified with Andrew, and all the thoughts had to do with him and him, losing things in the eyes of the world. And although I wasn't necessarily taking it seriously, it was still there constantly. And it was because I was identified with him. And so I was sharing that I was going through having a shitty week and I was struggling. And then when it clicked, I was like, sharing that sort of experience. And I'm sure someone who, maybe follows me closely probably saw that progression. And then since then, it's been kind of very much just, I don't know, freeing. I've felt lighter,
Well,
for sure.
I think so I would say that your content is vastly more helpful than a lot of the content that exists out there, which is just regurgitating practiced insights or practiced steps, because
Mhm.
it's so easy to read a book by somebody else and go, oh, okay, I'm just going to follow these steps. But that person went through things they're not communicating in that book. That person is communicating, or that person is talking about insights that were derived from their day-to-day life. And we don't get that perspective. We see them as the spiritual guru, but they had a path to get there. Right. And it's the communication of that path that helps more than anything else, because now we're not tossing it out as a polished spiritual insight that's immediately going to get you to enlighten. We're saying, this is going to help you crawl up that muddy hill a little bit faster. This is going to help you gain a little bit more traction, as opposed to this is going to solve the problem. It's like, no, this is something that helped me. This is something that's genuinely from my life. It's not
Mhm.
something I've been told is the truth. This is something I've seen work. And that's where I try and do all of my content from. And I see the same in you, because that's the only stuff that's real.